Well, hello and welcome. I'm your host, Popculture Mechanic, and this is Sunday Anime Chat. And a good morning to you, Blaine. Nice to see you. Bright and early. Wow. Really early for you. So, as the title of the stream says, we're going to be talking about Bayonetta Bloody Fate. But before I do that, I'm going to do as we always do and have a look at the top of the news for the week from the Anime News Network. Just go like this. And one of the stories that grabbed me right off the bat, Spy Family manga tops 25 million copies in circulation. You wouldn't say bright, but you're conscious. I can hear things. Let's have a look here. Manga already moored. I just don't know, like, spell check, people. Spell check, whoever wrote this. By Egan Liu. Wow, Egan Liu. I haven't heard of that guy's name in years. Manga already more than doubled its circulation in last year. Manga editor Shihei Lin announced on Twitter on Sunday that Tatsuya Endo's Spy Family manga has surpassed 25 million copies in circulation, not copies sold. The manga has more than doubled in circulation in the last year. The manga's circulation topped 1 million copies in 2019, 2 million in 2020, 3 million in May 2020, 4 million in July 2020, 5.5 million copies in August 2020, 8 million copies in December 2020, 10 million copies in June 2021, and 21 million copies in May 2022. Viz Media is publishing the manga in English, and it describes the story. Master Spy Twilight is the best at what he does when it comes to going undercover on dangerous missions in the name of a better world. But when he receives the ultimate impossible assignment, get married and have a kid, he may finally be in over his head. Not one to depend on others, Twilight has his work cut out for him, procuring both a wife and a child for his mission to infiltrate an elite private school. What he doesn't know is that the wife he's chosen is an assassin, and the child he's adopted is a telepath. Shueisha is simul-publishing the manga in English on its Manga Plus service. Viz Media added the manga to its app as part of its Shonen Jump subscription in September 2019. The company is also publishing the manga in print. The television anime adaptation of the manga premiered on April 9th. Crunchyroll is streaming the anime as it airs and is also streaming an English dub. The manga is also inspiring a stage play adaptation in spring 2023. Well, good. I've heard a lot of good things about Spy Family, so it's good to see it's doing well. And it's one I'm going to have to get into myself as well. My wife has bought all the manga up to the last it's been released, so just up to me to sit down and read it. Spy Family Anime's second half reveals October 1st premiere in new visual. Let's see what that's all about. The streamed Spy Family Operation Abema latest news special announced on Sunday that the second half of Spy Family anime will premiere on October 1st at 11 p.m. The special also presented a key visual. Hiroki Takahashi plays the new character Keith Kepler in the second of two quarters of the year of the series. The anime premiered on April 9th. Crunchyroll is streaming the anime as it appears and is also streaming an English dub. Yes, and it goes through. It's just like copy-paste from what was the last article I read about how it describes the story and who's publishing it. Well, it's pretty great, and it's been marketed better, so it'll keep doing well. Well, I think that is a big part of it. If people don't know about it, they're not even going to pay any mind to it. I think marketing needs to, and they need to hit on all cylinders when they're doing it too. You can't just, rely on just one place to get the word out. You have to try to get everyone in the know. And to have the product available and readily so people can just go out and get it. Bloomberg, Netflix's ad-supported subscription plans to be priced at $7 and $9, or $7 to $9. What's this all about? Bloomberg reported on Friday that Netflix is considering pricing its advertisement-supported subscription tier at US $7 to $9 per month. The company plans to roll out the new subscription plans in at least 6 markets from October through November. The ad-supported accounts would stream 4 minutes of advertisements for every 1 hour of content streamed. The plan would cost approximately half as much as Netflix's $15.49 subscription tier, which is currently its most popular plan. Netflix commented to Variety about Bloomberg's report, stating the report is speculation at this point. Oh, okay. So deny, I guess. Netflix stated in April it was considering adding an ad-supported streaming tier at a lower cost. Netflix made the announcement after stating it had a decrease of about 200,000 subscribers from January to March, far below the company's earlier projection of a gain of 2.5 million subscribers. This was the service's first drop in subscriptions in a decade. Well, they only have themselves to blame for that. Netflix announced in June that it was laying off 300 employees from its workforce. The Hollywood Reporter stated that the layoffs constituted around 3% of the company's current workforce. Netflix laid off about 150 employees, mostly based in the United States, in May. The streaming service implemented a price increase in subscription plans in the US and Canada earlier this year. Yeah, I don't do streaming. I don't watch streaming networks. I know it may sound weird for a person who's supposed to keep up on pop culture and that, but it's not something I refuse to do it. I'm not gonna pay all 9 different streaming things just to watch some shows. I can wait for hard copies or other methods. People were freaking out about the commercial announcement as long as it's low enough cost. Yeah, right. I mean, that was their whole thing. I remember when Netflix first came out, or when they first started doing it, it was $7, all you can watch. You know, they kept saying, cut the cable to the cable companies. And, because cable companies were charging people, at least where I live, $30, $40 a month, sometimes more if they were getting, movie channels and all that. So looking at a streaming service back then where you could just get a lot of the shows you wanted to watch for $7, there was no question. People were just cut the cord and watch Netflix. But now I think too much competition, and they put out some pretty awful shows. So, yeah. I won't personally watch any Netflix. What else we got here? The Japan's video game rankings. Let's have a look here. Nintendo Switch Sports stays at number 1, it says. So number 1, Switch Sports. Number 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 3, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. 4, Minecraft. 5, Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak Set. 6, Kirby's Dream Buffet. 7, Super Smash Bros. 8, Ring Fit. 9, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. 10, Mario Party Superstars. 11, Momotaro Densetsu Showa Heisei Reiwa Motaiban. 12 is Animal Crossing New Horizons. 13, Live Alive. 14, eBaseball Powerful Pro Yaku 2022. 15, Splatoon. 16, Sekai no Asoba Taizen 51. Pokemon Legends is 17. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is 18. Pokemon Sword and Shield 19. And Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles, is 20. Those are all Switch titles. There is no PlayStation titles on there. That's just crazy to me. And that's from Famitsu. So I don't know if Famitsu is more Nintendo leaning, or whether just Sony just hasn't put out a decent game to rank in the top 20. Japanese animation TV ranking? Why not? Let's have a look here. My Neighbor Totoro earns 13.7%. Of course, that's a nice classic. You'd never heard of a cable bill less than $80 in yeah. I mean, going back to that, it was getting just ridiculous. Like because cable companies would wrap. Oh well, you want cable? Well, how about internet to go with that? Well, how about your phone? And then people are getting to like $100 or $150. I think one guy I knew at work was paying like $200, and it was just, to me, it was just crazy. That's like, wow, you're paying that much. I mean, and we're trapped up here because in Canada there's only you only have three choices. You get Bell, Rogers, or TELUS, and that's it. There is no free market because they own the lines, and they'll they rent them out to each other. So we're going to have, I think, Verizon come up here, but I think they got crushed by the monopoly they have up here. I think the three of them banded together. I don't have proof, but it's just my thought that because Verizon was going to come up here, and then they're like, no, that's okay. So it's ridiculous the amount we get charged for just simple stuff like cable and that and phone. How they also got a bunch of old releases. Opote? Okay, so Saze-san is 8.1, Detective Conan 6.3, Chibi Maruko-chan 5.7, One Piece, Doraemon, Crayon Shin-chan, Love All Play, Delicious Party Parkour, Animated Osaru no George, Curious George is back, and then Oshiri Tantai. This is all from the Kanto region. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Upote manga returns after 3 years. Was this something that you were reading before? Manga went on hiatus in December 2019, previously inspired 2012 anime series. Wow. The October issue of Karakawa Shonen Ace magazine revealed on Thursday that Kitsune Tenoji's Upote manga will resume serialization in the manga's next issue on September 26th, after being on hiatus since December 2019. Tenoji published a one-shot story for the manga in the October issue. Another article I saw was about Upote. Oh, okay. Sentai Filmworks licensed the manga's anime adaptation, and it describes the story. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. The arms race takes on a startling new development when the arms come from heads, legs, and very feminine bodies attached. Yes. At Seisho Academy, every girl is literally a lethal weapon, and they're all gunning for the top shot at getting their own personal servicemen. Needless to say, it's going to be difficult for newly recruited human instructor Genkoku to adjust to working with a living arsenal of high-caliber cuties with tricky names like FNC, Funko, M16A4, Ichiroku, L85A1 Eru, and SG550 Shigu, especially since many have hair triggers and there's no bulletproof vest that can stop a really determined co-ed. Sounds good. Genkoku will have to rewrite the operative's manual on student-teacher relationships and pray that his job description won't include having to field strip and reassemble one of his cadets in the dark. But unfortunately for him, FNC is already thinking about becoming his personal weapon, and she usually gets what she aims for. Get ready for explosive situations, armor-piercing rounds, cheap shots galore, and one very shell-shocked homeroom instructor. Oh, you're reading our... Yeah, chat delay. You know, I chose ultra-low latency, and it's still got the lag. I don't get it. That's okay, and I don't mind jumping forward and jumping back. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. You know, there's not much I can do about it. Tennoji launched the manga in Kadokawa's Young Ace magazine in 2009 and moved it to Shonen Ace in April 2011. Kadokawa published the manga's 13th compiled book volume in February 2020. The manga inspired a net anime adaptation that debuted streaming on Nico Nico Douga in April 2012. Crunchyroll streamed the anime as it aired, and Sentai Filmworks released the anime on DVD and Blu-ray disc in 2014. In Ujei's other... once again, spelling on these articles, it's supposed to be Tennuji's. Other manga titles include Eden's Bowie, Orphina, and Orphina Saga. Eden's Bowie inspired a television anime series in 1999, and AD Films released the anime in North America. CMX Manga published the Orphina manga in English. My end had a couple buffers, so I think I'm just behind a bit. Okay. So yeah, if you're into guns and such, girls with guns, yeah, I would definitely watch the anime, read the manga, because it's gonna return after a 3-year hiatus. That's crazy, but good. What else we got here? Gungrave Gore games trailer reveals November 20. Oh yeah, there was a Gungrave game back in the day too, I think, for the PS2. Detective Conan the Scarlet Bullet manga ends in September 24th. That's been going on for a long time. I can't remember a time when I haven't seen like a Detective Conan manga or anime. Oh, not girls with guns. Girls are the guns. Okay then. Well, that's even better. Would you say it's like Soul Eater, where they transform into the weapons that the people have to use? Okay. Transformers Earthspark animated series posts trailer. The show debuts exclusively on Paramount Plus in November. The official Twitter account for Paramount Plus began streaming a trailer for the Transformers Earthspark animated series for the Transformers franchise on Thursday. And it says here, the bots are back and they're bringing some new friends. Transformers #Earthspark rolls out this fall on Paramount Plus. Okay, so it's not like Soul Eater. It's unexplained. They can just manifest the gun, but it isn't a weird power. Okay. The cast pictured below includes... This is for the Transformers coming out here. Danny Pudi as Bumblebee. Alan Tudyk as Optimus Prime. They're not getting Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime? Oh, come on, you guys. You can do better than that. Catherine Cavari as Twitch Malto. Zeno Robinson as Thrash Malto. Sydney Michaela as Robbie Malto. Zion Broadnax as Morgan Mo Malto. Benny Latham as Dot Malto. John Briones as Alex Malto. Rory McCann as Megatron. Again, you're not going to bring in the guy who did the original voice. What's his name again? I know this. Come on. I'm drawing a blank, but the guy's done voices forever. Oh. I'll get it. Cissy Jones as Alita 1, Diedrich Bader as Mandroid. Diedrich Bader. I remember him from Batman Brave and the Bold. He did the voice of Batman. The show will debut Frank Welker. That's the guy. Jeez. Frank Welker was the original voice of Megatron. Now they're going to use Rory McCann. I guess it's we'll have to see how they do as far as voices go. The show will debut exclusively on Paramount Plus in the United States in November and will debut on Paramount Plus and select Nickelodeon channels internationally. The show will have 26 episodes. They also have characteristics of the gun, like the precision-made Swiss SIG 550 is the top of the class character. See, now that's cool. They do stuff like that, because then people that know about guns, they're like, yes, that makes sense. You know? That's something I'd really like to get into, actually, is like getting into some, get my PAL, which is Possession Acquisition License, I think. And then I can get my own guns. It says the animated series will follow a new species of Transformers who are trying to find their place and purpose among the Autobots, Decepticons, and the human family who adopt them. Claudia Spinelli, who is overseeing Nickelodeon's creative team, stated that the show will feature both original characters and fan favorites. Ant Ward, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Nicole Dubek, Transformers Rescue Bots, are the show's executive producers, along with co-creative producer and developer Dale Malinowski, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nickelodeon's Conrad Montgomery and Entertainment One's Mikkel Hauser are overseeing the show's production. Kerry Rosenberg is the executive in charge of production, and for E1, Hasbro is credited as production partner. I don't know. Is it going to be good? Can Alan Tudyk do a good voice of Optimus Prime? I guess we'll find out, eh? Okay. Netflix US to release Full Metal Alchemist: The Final Alchemy on September 24th. What's this all about? Cyberpunk Edgerunners episodes 13 to 14 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean Drifting Home anime film Pokemon The Arceus Chronicles also stream in September. Netflix US announced on Wednesday that it will add Full Metal Alchemist: The Final Alchemy, Hagani no Renkin Jutsushi Hanketsuhen Saigo no Rensei, the second of the two live-action sequel films in the Full Metal Alchemist franchise, on September 24th. As previously announced, the company will also add the Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime series in September, with a previous listing of September 13th. Netflix will also stream episodes 13 to 24 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean anime on September 1st, Studio Colorido's Drifting Home anime film on September 16th, and Pokemon The Arceus Chronicles on September 23rd. The two sequel Full Metal Alchemist films feature a returning cast from the first live-action movie. Okay, the film stars Ryosuke Yamada, Heisei Jump member, and the live-action Assassination Classroom's Nagisa as Edward Elric, Atomu Mizushi, Garo Makanohana, Prince of Tennis, second season musicals as Alphonse Elric, voice and motion capture, Tsubasa Honda, live-action Blue Spring Rides Futaba as Winry Rockbell, and Dean Fujioka, live-action Happy Marriage as Roy Mustang. Okay, so this is a live-action version. Okay, the films commemorate the 20th anniversary of Hiromu Arakawa's original Full Metal Alchemist manga. The first live-action film opened at the Tokyo International Film Festival in October 2017 for its world premiere before opening in Japan on December 2017. I just need a drink here. What do we got here? Anything else that piques my interest? Hey, you been curious about those FMA Live movies? Yeah, I mean, I watched all of Brotherhood, and sometimes just like when they transmute people, that just I'm just like, whoa, that's disturbing to me anyway. I'm just like, whoa. Like the little girl and the dog, that's pretty harsh. Yeah, Cygames, PA Works, Akiba Made War anime reveals more cast. October 6th debut in video. Sure, I'll have a look at that. Minami Tanaka, Tomoyo Kurosawa, Ayahi Takaki star in anime set in Akihabara. The official website for Cygames and PA Works original television anime, Akiba Made War, Akiba Medo Senso, posted the full promotional video and key visual for the anime on Friday. The video reveals more cast and the October 6th premiere date for the anime. The above video teases the anime as an adult-oriented made-work anime, along with censored scenes, and notes that the anime will somehow premiere on October 6th on Tokyo MX, BS11, KBS, Kyoto, and Sun TV channels. The new cast members include Minami Tanaka as Yumechi, an ace maid whose twin tails are her distinct feature. Tomoyo Kurosawa as Shippon, a gyaru maid who is too casual with customers but is friendly and popular. Ayahi Takaki as the cafe manager, a natural troublemaker who constantly gets involved in something. The previously announced cast members include Reina Kondo as Nagomi Kazuhira, a woman who moves to Tokyo and dreams of becoming a cute maid in Akihabara. Rina Sato as Ranko Kazutoshi, a former maid who has been away from Akihabara for a long time. Kedamono Land Management Strategy Room is credited with the original work for the anime. Soichi Masui is directing the anime at PA Works. Yoshihiro Hiki is overseeing the series scripts. Manabu Ni is the character designer and chief animation director, and Yoshihiro Ike is composing the music at Cygames. And a list of the other staff members. But the staff has not yet revealed a story for the anime. Well, I don't know much about Akiba Made War, but hopefully they come up with a good story. What else we have? One Piece film Red becomes 2022's fastest film to top 10 billion yen. Creator Ichiro Oda draws art to celebrate films selling 7.2 million tickets in 20 days. It's maids and guns, and there's an uncensored version to find. Damn straight. Nothing wrong with maids and guns, and uncensored. The official website for the One Piece film Red anime announced on Friday that the movie has earned over 10 billion yen. That's US 73 million. And a good morning to you, Kitty Bear. You want to see a new anime with an assassin who is a donkey and kills donkeys? It can be called the Ass Assassin. Well, if there's anything I've realized in this life is that there is something out there like that. Because there's probably a manga out there, as we've seen in the past, We've looked up, like, there's even a curling manga. So if there's a curling manga, there's got to be one about a donkey that kills donkeys. It's probably a doujin. It is the fastest film to reach this milestone in Japan this year. Manga creator Ichiro Oda drew the following illustration to celebrate the news. One Piece Film Red, 100. And it has Shanks, Red or alive. Now, don't ask me to be as serious as you. Kitty has it out for me. I see. See, he's gonna, that's why he wants that. Yeah. One Piece Film Red. Once it gets released over here, we're gonna go see it. In those 20 days, the film sold 7.2 million tickets. To mark the achievement, the voice cast members Mayumi Tanaka as Luffy and Kaori Nazuka Uta will join director Goro Taniguchi in stage greetings after a September 1st screening at Tokyo's Marunouchi Toei Theater. The film is now number 41 film at the Japanese box office of all time, above 1986's The Adventures of Milo and Otis and below 2006 Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. The only film to earn more than One Piece Film Red in Japan this year is Top Gun Maverick, which earned 11.46 billion yen. About 83.88 million as of this week. Starting this Saturday, participating theaters will hand out 3 million copies of the exclusive One Piece manga volume 4/4 Uta to moviegoers. The booklet features a new cover illustration by Oda. Crunchyroll will theatrically screen the film in North America, Australia, and New Zealand, and it describes the film. Uta, the most beloved singer in the world, renowned for concealing her own identity when performing her voice, has come to be described as otherworldly. Now, for the first time ever, Uta will herself... I wish they would really proofread these. They leave out a bunch of words. Now, for the first time ever, Uta will reveal herself to the world at a live concert as the venue fills with all kinds of Uta fans, excited pirates, the Navy watching closely, and the Straw Hats led by Luffy, who simply came to enjoy her sonorous performance. The voice that the whole world has been waiting for is about to resound. The story begins with the shocking fact that she is Shanks' daughter. The film opened in Japan on August 6th and ranked number 1 in the Japanese box office in its opening weekend. The film sold 1.58 million tickets and earned 2.254 billion yen in its first 2 days. The film earned 78% more in its first 2 days than the previous film, One Piece Stampede, did in its first 3 days. One Piece Stampede opened on Friday as opposed to One Piece Red opening on Saturday. The film has sold a total of 4.62 million tickets. You wonder if the Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Zero, and now One Piece are going to push more movies from studios. Oh, you know what? That would be all right. It seems that, and the more play that they get over on this side of the water is a good thing, right? Get, like Dragon Ball. I think my wife and I are going to go see that on Wednesday. We had to pick a time where they're only showing one showing of the one with subtitles. The dubs have plenty of showing times, but it's the one with subtitles is like at 9:15 at night. So we'll have to go see that. But I would call the series Ass the Ass Assassin. The title needs ass, many asses in ass possible. Sorry for being an ass. Yeah. That's quite alright. It's understandable. It's your profile picture explains it all. We've had good anime movies in the past, but I can't recall the back-to-back. Yeah, I mean, neither can I. It was never back-to-back. It's always like, okay, here's one, and then you'd wait for, maybe another year, and then, oh, here's another one, by the way. We're only showing it like for one night only, or the weekend. Not, I guess they see that there's money there. That's the almighty dollar, right? Everyone wants it, so if they can see that showing these movies are going to get more money to them. I guess they're going to keep that up. Speaking of which, the film sold a total of 4.62 million tickets for a total of 6 billion yen by August 14th and surpassed 5 million tickets for 7 billion yen by its 10th day in theaters. It's become the franchise's highest selling and highest earning film installment in terms of both the number of tickets sold and yen earned at the box office. As of Sunday, the film has sold over 6.65 million tickets for over 9.281 billion yen. As we heard before, the film centers around the new character named Uta, Shank's daughter. Kaori Nazuka is the speaking voice of Uta, while Ado is the character's singing voice. Ado performs the film's theme song, Shinjidai, New Genesis. So good for One Piece fans, like myself and everyone else. The film does well, and they should release it over here. Oh, for being a good sport, I gave you 2 likes, the donkey. Thanks, Kitty Bear. I appreciate that. It's tough to get likes out here, you know. What do we got? Mazinger franchise's new UFO robo-grendizer project to be unveiled in 2023. Wow, Mazinger. That's a blast from the past, all right. What else we got? PlayStation 5 gets price increase in Canada, Mexico, Europe, Australia, Japan, more region. No price increase in US. Isn't it expensive enough as it is? Usually when something's been out for a while, the price comes down. But are these guys losing money on it? New Yurusei Yatsura anime cast Shizuka Ishigami as Benten. I know, Blaine, you're excited for the new Yurusei Yatsura. Southern All-Stars Yuko Hara performs Gudentama, an excellent adventure series. My boyfriend in Orange manga goes on hiatus due to author's upcoming childbirth. Oh, okay. Kind of expected the donkey to get thrown the chat. It's happened before. Morning, Dragon Ruse. Nice to see you stop by. PlayStation, you have one of those. It's called a 4. Consoles have always been sold at a loss until they can do the midlife upgrade because they find some way. Yes, yeah. So they have the revisions. You know, PS3 went through it. Well, actually, they all went through it. The NES had the one with the dog bone controllers, the top loader. The SNES did. And the only thing they didn't do was the GameCube. Even the N64 didn't get a revision or anything like that. But the PS2 did. It had the Slim. The PS3 did. It had 2 revisions. PS4 had the PS4 Pro, but I don't know if they did anything to make it more slim. And I don't think the Xbox did any kind of revisions. I've never been an Xbox fan, so I don't know. It's a dumb business model from back when they could make money on carts. Yeah, yep. Okay, bad joke. You mean the author needs still to be born? Oh. Pro, Slim, and Regular. Yes. Yeah, okay. For the 4, it was Pro, Slim, and yeah, okay. Xbox, Microsoft figured out we just want access to games now, not to sell a console at a loss and pray for a game sale. Yeah. Yep. Okay, yeah, I guess that's how they're going to do it then. Well, this might not mean anything to you guys, but for me, it's going to mean an increase. But I'm probably not going to buy a PS5 anyway. I rarely play my PS4 Pro. And that one I bought secondhand from a fella at work he was buying the 5 and he just wanted to sell his Pro. For me, it's going to be with disc drive, $649. And digital edition is $519. The PS5 crossed 20 million units in sales in June. That's I don't know, that's that good? 20 million sales? Anybody think that's all right? Is that a success? Unless you need to play Gran Turismo 7, they want really a reason for it yet. Yeah, there's not really. It sounds awful. Yeah. 20 million? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's doing like Sony wants it to do. You know, game console fan, only had a PS2 because I couldn't move my PC to my brother's house when he got it. I had nothing in it. I fixed it up. All I had for entertainment was for 6 months. Oh, wow. Brutal. You'll buy a PS5 if or when they remastered Dragon Age Origins. Oh, yeah. It's the PS2 and TV on the floor. True gamers. PS2, television. Yeah, I can sit on the floor. 20 million is considered still hard to get, so it's okay. All right. Is it still, or PS5 still that hard to get then? Yeah, okay, they are boosting it in Japan too. Oh, okay. Veronica Rogers, the SVP head of global sales and business operations at SIE, previously stated the company is planning on a significant ramp up in PS5 production this year, adding the company is working endlessly to make sure that PlayStation 5 is available for everyone who wants one. I'll believe that when I see it. Sony revealed in its financial result presentation for the fiscal year of 2020, April 1st, 2021 to March 31st, 2022, that it had shipped a total of 19.3 million units of its PlayStation 5 console worldwide, with 2 million of those units shipping in the final quarter of the fiscal year. All right. Okay, well, we talked about that Parasite manga, Korean live action adaptation on Netflix. Dragon Ball Super superhero anime film earned 51 million globally. With the chip shortage, didn't know how the comparison is to Xbox, except you can literally get all Xbox games on PC, so they could still get people in the ecosystem with no console. True. Yep, very true. I was lucky to get a cheap RTX 3060. It only cost $300, and it was the last one in the store. Whew! Snagged. That's a good one to find in the wild. Considering all those crypto miners were buying them up like crazy for their stupid crypto mining. And they make it so that people that want to use it for actual gaming can't. Let's see. Oh, Licorice Recoil Anime reveals third promo video, key visual. It's for you Licorice Recoil fans. The official website for director Shinjo Adachi's original television anime Licorice Recoil revealed the third promotional video and key visual on Wednesday. The anime premiered on July 2nd. Crunchyroll is streaming the anime as it airs in Japan and is also streaming an English dub. Crunchyroll describes the anime. For these peaceful days, there's a secret behind it all. A secret organization that prevents crimes. DA, Direct Attack, and their group of all-girl agents. Licorice. This peaceful everyday life is all thanks to these young girls. The elite Chisato Nishikigi is the strongest Licorice agent of all time. Alongside is Takina Inoue, the talented but mysterious Licorice. They work together at one of its branches, Cafe Lico Rico. Here, the orders this cafe takes range from coffee and sweets to childcare, shopping, teaching, Japanese to foreign students, etc. It's mostly tasks unbefitting of Licorice. The free-spirited and optimistic pacifist Chisato and the cool-headed and efficient Takina. The chaotic everyday lives of this mismatched duo begin. The anime is Adachi directorial debut, but before this anime, Adachi was the character designer and chief animation director for Sword Art Online and Wagnaria Working. Imegimuru, this Heart Club Has a Problem, is designing the television anime, and A1 Pictures is producing the project. Bento author Asura drafted the story. Kimika Onai, Nogizaka 46, Sakurazaka 46 outfits designed the characters' uniforms. The poo dessert was hilarious. I haven't seen any of this, so it sounds like something I should get into. Saint Seiya gets new manga spin-off about Poseidon. For those Saint Seiya fans. Anything else catches my eye here? Bento was fantastic. Combat battles over discount meals at the convenience store. All right. Nice. What else here? Pokemon Scarlet Violet Games competitive play trailer introduces Cyclizar, new moves and items. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Let's see. Wall Street Journal. Cineworld, owner of Regal Cinemas, is expected to file for bankruptcy. To save money, one of the girls comes up with a cheaper dessert. It looks like a pile of poo. Hey. Which goes to show that people will buy anything. Uchu Senkan Yamato next. Star Blazers. Is that supposed to be an alpha? Manga ends. Oh, red is lambda. Okay, that's a lambda symbol. Okay. Star Blazers lambda. Manga ends. Oh, the Evangelion voice actor Motomo Kiyokawa, he's passed away. I think we went through that on Blaine Stream. Okay. Well, that is the news of the week. Some good stuff there. It's a great time to be an anime fan. Next up, the main attraction. She doesn't realize what it looks like. One of the girls posts a picture online with the girl who made it holding it. Yeah. There you go. This is the main attraction, though. Bayonetta Bloody Fate. Bloody Fate. You've played the games. At least you should have. Bayonetta has been out since 2009 for the PlayStation 3. It was also released on the Wii U, because that was where well, we'll go through here. It was introduced in 2009. The sequel was in 2014, and Bayonetta 3 is going to come out on October 28th, 2022. So it's August now, September, October, 2 more months. So the first game was created by Hideki Kamiya. This is just a little history of it, just so you're not, in case you don't know. So the guy who did create that, he was also created Devil May Cry, which was a very fun hack and slash game when he was at Capcom. And this was the third title in Platinum's 4-game contract with Sega, and it released on October the 29th, 2009 in Japan. It was released worldwide in January 2010 for Xbox, PlayStation 3, and had positive reviews with more than 1.35 million units shipped. Although it was the most commercially successful game, the company was disappointed with its sales. And a remaster version was released alongside Vanquish for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in February 2020. Bayonetta 2 was announced in 2012 during a Nintendo Direct for the Wii U, but it received backlash from fans since the game would not be available on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So the Platinum was initially working with Sega to create the sequel, but Sega decided to cancel the game during the game's development. Nintendo revived the project, and according to producer Atsushi Inaba, the game would not have been possible if they did not get the funding and support from Nintendo. So good on Nintendo. They supported a project, and it was more adult-oriented, which I think this was has sort of pulled them away from that kiddie version that people associate them with. And they have, for the longest time, had that Nintendo is for kids sort of persona. Sega remained as the game's consultant. The game was directed by Yusuke Hashimoto, and Kamiya has a supervision role. It was released in 2014 to positive reviews, and sales have not been fully disclosed. But by March 2018, Nintendo confirmed that the Switch version has sold 400,000 copies during its first 9 weeks, compared to 300,000 copies of the Wii U version. And the third game was announced by Nintendo at the 2017 Game Awards, shown at September Nintendo Direct in 2021 and released in October 28th, 2022. Working into it, you played Bayonetta 1 game. It's not your kind of game. I'm too slow to keep up with the gameplay. It's gotta have... You've never played it. You like my woman... You like my woman flat. Okay, Dragon Roots. Well, that's fine. Which is weird because you play MMORPGs at a speed that others play Scream at need to go slower. Huh! Well, that's weird. I know you have to have lots of good reflexes to get out of the way of a lot of the attacks in number 1 and number 2. But working into it, now the anime film based on the first game, titled Bayonetta Bloody Fate, was produced by Gonzo and released in 2013. So, going through that, Bloody Fate says, based on the 2009 game, Bayonetta follows the story of the witch Bayonetta as she defeats the bloodthirsty angels and tries to remember her past from before the time she awoke 20 years ago. Along her side was a mysterious little girl who keeps calling her Mummy, a journalist that holds a personal grudge against Bayonetta, and an unknown white-haired woman who seems to know more than she is willing to reveal about Bayonetta's time before her sleep. My dad still thinks games are for kids unless they are card games. Also, anime cartoons are for little kids. Unfortunately, that's the view that a lot of people think. Oh, it's animated. Oh, it's for kids. That's not right. It's just, you can get any kind of anime you want. You want one for kids? Go ahead. You want one for adults? Go ahead. You know, do you want political intrigue? It's out there. Do you want, guns and blazing battles? Then yeah, they're out there. Do you want slice of life? It's out there. This hasn't gotten a very good score. It seems about 62%, but I watched it a couple of months ago, and I just watched it last night again, and I'll tell you what. You should try this out. It's got the fan service cranked up to 11. You got the battles between Bayonetta and the angels, and Bayonetta and the other people she encounters. The choreography, or the choreography is excellent. You know, she has these guns that are strapped to her ankles, and she has guns in her hands. So she has 4 guns, and she uses them as she fights. Can I pick up the new Bayonetta without playing others? Is it a standalone game? If not, can't play unless I get a PC. Yeah. The games, they're not, you don't need to play one to do the other. Like, if you want to play number 2 instead of number 1, that's fine. You know, it gives everyone a refresher as to the controls and such like that. Yes, her hair makes up her clothing. So, when she is summoning demons from the Inferno, her hair gets removed from her body, and it goes into the portal to the Inferno, and it comes out as one of the infernal demons that she controls. Your brother's wife was the same. That was until he made her watch redo of Healer, and now she is completely not allowed to watch anime when she is around. So watch the minutes for 2. Oh, got herself a little bit of shock there, did she? I haven't seen redo of Healer myself, so. Yes. So, as the movie, because this is a movie, Bayonetta Bloody Fate is a movie, and it is damn good. As it starts out, she's battling some angels, and as she's doing this, she's being watched by Luca, who is the journalist who has a grudge against her, and he wants to catch her on camera in her true form, because she shows up as a nun in nice white flowing robes. This has an advantage for me as well. I no longer rage playing games with him. Yeah. Don't succumb to the rage. So yes, the angels, which don't look like the angels that we usually see. They are quite different looking. I don't know if here. Let's see. Let you guys enjoy the background there. We'll just have a look. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, the angels, it's pretty crazy what they look like. They all have names, and you'll see in the game they have a lot of information and backstory and write up on all of the characters. So yeah, affinity. And you'll get to see a lot of these characters in the movie that are in the game. Like, some of these guys are really crazy looking. I cannot get bigger pictures here. Luca is just a pervert voyeur trying to get shots of a hot woman. You don't know how true you are, because I think he gets accused of that. But yes, you definitely will get a different view of what angels are. Does she have a love interest in the games? I wouldn't say that there's a love interest, really. She teases Luca, but no, she's more of, I'm going to kick ass and find out the truth behind why I can't remember things. Angels are biblically accurate. Wendigoon has a great video on it. Yeah, there you go. When biblically accurate is a good description for that. So these angels are trying to get her, and she dispatches them quite easily, where she meets up with Luca. And she tells him, you can't take pictures of me because I don't want you to. And she uses her witch power to wipe out everything that he's trying to take. But things get even more crazy when she meets up with a young girl who keeps calling her mummy. And Bayonetta has never had children, so she doesn't know why this little girl is calling her mummy all the time. But it seems that she needs to be taken care of. And so Bayonetta ends up having to take care of this little girl. Spoilers? Spoilers! What spoilers? I haven't said anything yet. Stuff like I saw 2 great wheels covered in eyes with wings of fire. Shit's not some robe-wearing harp player. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's one of the few games I will never get all the achievements of. You know how hard it is to get those achievements? Like, I've worked my way through number 1 and number 2, and I played it on the Wii U. Because I thought the Wii U was a pretty good system, but apparently it didn't do very well. But I sure enjoyed it. So yes, after Bayonetta meets up with this young girl, she has to protect her. And what happens after? They are on their way to this city of Vigrid, because they're seeing that there is a bunch of religious people that are celebrating the return of the creator. And the creator's name is Jubileus. And so on their way there, they do get attacked by a lot more bigger and stronger angels. And Bayonetta has to fight them off, which she does very well and enjoyably. And then she meets up with... Just a minute here. She meets up with... She meets up with this character called Jeanne. And she seems to be just as powerful and maneuverable as Bayonetta is. So, once again, there's more mystery added to as why this woman is as strong as Bayonetta, and how much does she know about her past. And she just toys around with her. Literally telling the story of the games. What spoilers? The games are from 2009. So I don't know. Is it spoilers? I haven't told you much of what I know about spoilers yet. I know right now I'm playing Dishonored. So far I've spent 90 hours on 2 missions just to collect achievements. And it is way harder. 90 hours. Man, oh man. The marketing on the Wii U was poorly done. Many people just thought it was the Wii, but slightly upgraded, which isn't true. Way better performance. And high definition output. That was the big thing. The Wii didn't have it. The Wii U did. Messing with him, so leave me alone. You're in the camp of that major twists are spoilers. Are we getting a definition now, Blaine? Are we finally getting a definition of what spoilers are? Because I know you wanted that. Major twists, eh? Major twists are spoilers. Okay. That's been your definition the whole time. But you wanted us to come up with one, I thought. You kept telling us, hey, you guys, come up with a definition of what spoilers is. To me, it's like revealing major plot points is the spoiler, you know? Like, do you think people came out of The Empire Strikes Back and were like, hey, guess who Luke's father is? Spoilers, right? Major plot point, something you shouldn't tell people because it just ruins the entire movie. It's all the spoiler babies. I don't know what they want. Dragon Age Inquisition is, I think, the last game who did inclusion and diversity right. After that, games went downhill. How long ago was that anyway? Dragon Age Inquisition. You just need Michael to tell me so I know when to turn on Tequila Gundam. Yeah. Well, Bayonetta meets up with her in the movie, and they have a little clash, and then she leaves, and they're still heading to the town of Vigrid. But then the young girl that's with Bayonetta, she says, hey, we're going to see my dad, aren't we? And Bayonetta's like, who's your dad? And she's like, oh, that guy right there, the head of the religious order. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll go and see him. And it turns out that there's going to be a bit of a conflict. Because they want something that Bayonetta has, and she doesn't know she has it. And eventually they're going to have a big throwdown as to who gets what. Is that vague enough for you guys? Okay, it came out in 2014. Okay, so after that, games went downhill, eh? My definition is spoil the crap out of it. If it's good, I'll still watch it or play it. I have a memory of a housefly. If I don't write it down, I'll forget, which is great. Okay. Well, that's okay, Dragon Ruse. I'm just hoping that everyone gets interested in the movie because, like I say, it's got lots of action. It's got an excellent, if you like Gothic art style, which I do, it's full of that. Gothic art style, it's great. Old goldfish brain, they say. Yes, I've heard that. Memory of a goldfish. I think it's like 3 seconds or something. You don't mind spoilers, Kitty Bear? Okay. As you can see, the tags for Bayonetta: witch, female protagonist, demons, amnesia, guns, magic, superpower, primary adult cast, nudity. It's good stuff, and I like, if you've played the games or if you haven't, there's this fellow that Bayonetta gets her guns and or her weapons from, Rodan. He's pretty cool. Reminds me of Samuel L. Jackson. Housefly dies in 2 weeks. That's my brain. Yeah. So, let's have a look here. Okay. So it all boils down to Bayonetta versus the angels that will determine the recreation of the entire world. Because when the Creator returns, that means the destruction of the old world and the birth of a new one. And not everybody wants that. So I bought this on DVD. I think it was from Amazon, but you can find it out there. Wink, wink, wink. If you get what I mean. And I listened to the dub, which is unusual for me. Usually I like listening to the Japanese voice actors, but the English dub sounded exactly like the video game. So they must have got the same voice actress. She has this almost like a British sounding accent to her. So I would definitely listen to the dub. Why not? Lots of action jacked up to 11. You have the perfect game of everyone who is too sensitive to everything. It's called black screen. You watch it at a black screen and see whatever you want. And see and play the game whatever way you want. Yeah. You know what? I bet you'd make lots of money if you make that game. Put it on the App Store. $1.99. Hey, Satiker. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good to see you. You don't watch anime, but just stop by to say hi, leave a like. I appreciate that. Anime's not for everybody, but you know what? We try. You mean Amazon on Blu-ray or DVD? Yes. Sorry, not Amazon Prime. Actual physical media, because I'm a big proponent of physical media. I know some of you aren't. I know Blaine's not, but I think you have that physical media in your hand, and it can't be changed on you. It can't be taken away from you. If you can watch it at any time. Whereas if you're on the mercy of a streaming service or anything like that, it can be altered, as we've seen Disney do, and things can be cut away, and they can be put away, and you can never watch them again if they decide that something is problematic, in air quotes. Physical media, whether it's 60mm film, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, or put it on a USB stick or an SD card, anything that you can physically hold in your hand is so important nowadays, because you don't want it to be taken away. You're still a proponent of owning the thing. I just usually see downloads as just yeah, okay. Yeah, and this a little off topic, but they start to tell you about games as a service. I don't go for that. No. I buy a game. That's my game. You're not going to keep charging me after I bought it. I pay $80 for a game. It's mine. Stop charging me more. Instead, go and keep making better or newer games, and stop trying to charge me for the old ones. There's an anime out there for every person like. You just have to find what you like. People are just too lazy to find out what they like. I agree with that, Kitty Bear. People are lazy, you know. They don't want to spend the time to do anything like that. Put in the effort. I think, putting in the effort is the most important thing you can do. It's nothing disappoints me with people more than ones that don't even try. Here's this thing, right? Oh, well, I'm not even going to try. Well, then you're a lost cause. Like, try. You don't know what you can do unless you try. Yeah, way off topic there. But that's all right. We jump around a bit. Thing is, Hate is the cut version, or on Yu Yu Hakusho. I have, instead of MC smoking, they changed it to like One Piece and Sanji. That's good lollipop, right, Sanji? Why is your lollipop smoking? Why is there smoke come out of it? It's ridiculous. I used to watch Popeye when I was a kid. He has a pipe. I don't smoke. It had no effect on me to go and smoke. My dad was a smoker. He smoked. I mean, he quit 30 years ago, but growing up, he smoked. I didn't smoke. So what is it? Is it environment? Is it, what is it? Are they have to edit things out because they think it's going to make kids do that? I think they're wrong. Chewing gum. Okay. You're not even trying to find anything good coming from the USA, movie or series wise. They have broken me with their BS. I'm a chimney. Yeah, I guess you smoke a bit, eh? I don't know anybody who, the normies, I think, are watching the stuff coming out of the USA for movies and that. So I hear people at work talking about, what was it? Rings of Power? I think that's what it was. Anyways, the guy was saying, he's like, oh, it's all right. And I'm just shaking my head. And I'm just like, I'm not even going to bother. You watch whatever you want to watch. It's not up to me to tell you. Yes. I'll be going for quite a while now. I think that, I think there's okay, first time I'm going to try this. Hope this doesn't kind of things crashing down on me, but we can watch the trailer. Every movie that comes out now, I have to ask myself, how bad is it going to be? I hate it. It used to be, I can't wait for it. Yeah, I understand Dragon Roost completely. I have the same thoughts. It's like, hey, look, this is coming out. Oh, okay. Is it going to be good? Even my wife and I decided we haven't been to the theater to see a movie in 5 years. I think we found out, talked about it yesterday. And the one we're going to go see is Dragon Ball Super, the superhero. So what does that tell you? There was a non-smoker till 2008. Started smoking while in a psychotic episode that lasted 4 weeks, and I can only remember about 4 minutes off. Now I'm unable to quit. Oh. Yeah, those cigarettes, they grab you. But let's see here. Check this out and see if this works here. See if we can't play the trailer and do a little bit of talking over it. Pause it and talk about it. As you can see, very gothic looking artwork. The tone is very dark. There's our heroine, Bayonetta, dressed in her nun outfit. So yeah, it's not the dub; it's the Japanese version, but that's okay. We'll put up with that. So you can hear the orchestral background music, which they use that a lot, and that just sounds so great when you're watching these epic battle scenes. There's Rodan. He is the bartender at the gates of hell. So he supplies her with all the weapons she needs. And like it says, watch out for the enchanting and sadistic witch. There you go. The trailer for it. Hopefully that perks your interest. You watched 2 episodes of the She-Hulk. It triggered my other 2 personalities. It took me 4 days to calm them down. I'm done not risking it again. Yeah, I wouldn't watch She-Hulk. What does the priest do when he wants a BJ? He gets none. And Dragon Rouge, you're never going to watch it. You've been done with Disney since 2016, 2017. Yeah. Me too. Me too. I don't even consider them. They should actually change their name. I'm a big proponent of trying to. I think that Disney should change their name because I don't think that this was the vision that Walt had for his company. So they shouldn't call themselves Disney anymore. It's disrespectful to the man who created the whole thing. I don't know how many people I can get along to go with that. We should start a petition. Change your name. All right. Well, I think it's been a fun time today. I like talking about good shows. And it's unusual to have one based on a video game that's good. Here's the thing about Disney. They never made a single original thing. Everything was stolen. Well, I don't know about that. I'd say that Walt came up with his original stuff. I don't think he stole his stuff. In fact, if anything, Universal stole Oswald from him, which is why he had to come up with Mickey Mouse in the first place, is because it was stolen. But if you're talking about more modern stuff, then yeah. Which is funny because they'll copyright claim anything. I know. They're the company that's so powerful they got the copyright laws pushed further for the amount of time that you can have a copyright on something. The guy made a mouse and then got famous off of a bunch of fairy tales and manga ripoff. The reason for the fairy tales though is because those are like in the public domain. So those are easy to do. Nobody can claim them because they're so old. So that was just strictly a business decision, I think. Like what can we do that can make money for us that we don't have to pay anyone for? Even the name Loki. Yeah, that's strange because that's Nordic, Norse mythology. Yeah, and you shouldn't be able to copyright claim that because that's not yours to own, Disney. been strictly business decisions for 50 years. The modern isn't any different. Yeah. Although I would say they have made more poor decisions in the modern era. I don't think I think the stockholders should hold them to account more, because I think their price of their stock has gone down quite a bit. Here's how to make a save. Just play Disney music with Disney movie on the background. If it leaks, Disney lawyers will have it removed from the internet. Oh yeah. Well, been going for almost an hour and a half now. I hope I've convinced a few of you to try out Bayonetta, either the game or the movie. The games are pretty darn good, and you can find them for just about any console. And then the movie just follows the first game, so the cutscenes in the first game are top tier quality as well. They did such an excellent job. So, with that in mind, I would just like to thank everybody for coming by. I thank you, Blaine. And if you haven't subscribed to Blaine and Blaine's Escape Corner, you should. He's on every Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific. So stop by. He chats about everything escapist. Thanks stopping by, Kitty Bear. Appreciate your insight. Dragon Ruse, it's always good to see you. And Statiker, who stopped by, it's always great to see you too. I got one of my Call of Duty videos removed because some were singing a Disney karaoke stream I was listening to while playing. Wow, they even got you with that. Who was Blaine? I don't know those person who pointed me to here. You do to see also. Yeah. Yeah, so visit Blaine's Escape Corner, of course. Pacific 414 is also another fella. He does his Pop Talk, I think, on Saturdays and Sundays. Woopa Troopa has his Pokemon streams on Tuesday and Wednesday, where he plays some Pokemon games. There's Channel 66, who has his videos he does that are all sort of short little ones. There's Nearpura Lifeform. He does all sorts of reviews and such of modern films, movies, TV shows, and retrospectives of video games. So there you go. I thank all of you for coming out, and I hope you hit that like button, and I hope you're subscribed, because, you know, helps us out. Us little YouTubers got to stick together. We'll just get crushed by all the corporate YouTubers. You have too many streams to watch, so I'll watch what I feel like in the moment. Of course. That's what you do. You're like, I feel like watching this, and then you go and do it. Like, there's so many different YouTubers I watch. It's pretty neat. You run the gambit of like PC repairs. I like watching that, you know, all the way up to like hoof repair for cows and that. Like, it's just the amount of neat videos out there is just unbelievable. So with that, everyone, I would like to wish you a happy upcoming week. I hope everything goes well. And I will see you all next week as I hopefully will beat Dracula in my Castlevania 2 stream. So you got 4 streams going at the moment, and you're supposed to play Dishonored, which is still running in the background. Wow. That is a lot. That is a lot to take in. But please join me next Saturday for Castlevania 2, beating Dracula. And on next Sunday, once again, it'll be Sunday Anime Chat. I'm going to find a show that is not too well known, hopefully, and introduce it to everyone, and hopefully they will give it a watch. Because that's what I do here. So until then, this is me, the Pop Culture Mechanic, wishing you all take care.